Do you know what happened to Audreanna tonight?
No, I don't.
She talked to us. She said that you and Heather did this to her. So that's why we're talking to you two.
This was the instant Tina discovered her supposed murder victim was actually alive. To make matters even more dire, the victim had just spilled all the crucial details to the police, ensuring Tina's imprisonment for life. In 2010, Tina Brown and two others ambushed 19-year-old Audreanna Zimmerman, attacking her with a stun gun, gagging her, and forcing her into a car trunk. They drove her to the woods, beat her with a crowbar, doused her in gasoline, set her on fire, and left her to die.
We know what happened out there. It's just going to be a matter of getting fingerprints and evidence back. I'm going to do it. I promise to God.
Tina is currently being interrogated about the brutal attack on her friend in Florida. Initially dismissed as a typical teenage fight, allegedly, it began with a disagreement over a boy. However, this is not the version of events that Tina and the two other suspects are sharing with investigators in this deeply disturbing case.
Okay. Tina, you know, can I call you Tina?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Obviously know something's up. So tell me what happened tonight.
Nothing happened that I know of. Heather just said that something about Audreanna got beat up real bad.
Okay. You don't know anything about that?
No.
See your arms and hands if I could. Okay. And what's this right here? That little scratch there.
This?
Yeah.
I have a puppy.
Okay. And your puppy caused that?
Look, I'm going to here.
Got your chin? Okay.
19-year-old Audreanna visited her neighbor's house to reconcile after a dispute, unaware that she was walking into a trap set by Tina Brown. What began as a simple argument rapidly escalated into something far more sinister. However, Tina claims she has an alibi.
So where were you tonight?
At Heather's.
At Heather's house?
Heather said she was going to cook, so I went down there. She was cooking fish and french fries, and then we just started watching movies.
You were there all night until the cops came up there?
Mm-hmm.
What time did you go over there?
Probably just started getting dark.
Okay, so about sunset, was anybody over at Heather's house when you went over there?
Just Heather and her husband.
Heather, okay.
Did anybody else come over there?
Her and her little friend girls were at the house. She said she hurt her hand, so usually we get there and everything is all right, so I don't end up going with her, but she said she was going to the emergency room.
What time was that when they came by, you know? Was it long after you got there?
No.
Okay, so early in the evening?
I don't know what time it was.
Oh, okay. So about 30 to 45 minutes after sunset.
Tina's daughter, Brittany, was also present at Heather's house during the incident, but the issue was that Brittany, Heather, and Tina were the three main suspects in the case. The detective, aware of the ongoing animosity between Tina and Audreanna, spent time delving into the details of their strained friendship.
What has been going on between you and Audreanna this week?
Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, Audreanna, me and Audreanna were together today.
Okay, where were y'all together?
At my house.
Okay, what was going on there?
We were just sitting there watching movies, trying to get my computer, pull it up where I can get iTunes and watch movies.
Have y'all had any problems?
Oh yeah, we've had problems. The first 3 trailers, we've had problems for a long time.
What's the problems?
Well, lately the new problem is she thinks that I'm the one who had her boyfriend locked up in jail.
Okay, so she's mad at you thinking her boyfriend's locked up because of you.
Yeah, but we talked about it earlier today.
This was just one of several accusations involving the 4 women. Tina's daughter, Brittany, also alleged that Audreanna had slept with her boyfriend. Despite this, Tina insisted that there had been no problems in the days leading up to the incident.
And then me and her actually just started back talking today.
Okay.
Because I asked her this morning, what was I doing this morning? I was trying to make some phone calls, and I wanted to heat up some chicken, so I asked her would she put the church's chicken in her microwave, and she heated it up for me and brought it to my house.
Okay. Do you know what happened to Audreanna tonight?
No, I don't. Heather just said she got beat up, but that's all I know.
A little bit more than that.
The detective is detailing the horrifying injuries that covered Audreanna's body, and despite her claims, Tina knows exactly what happened. Tina, Brittany, and Heather had waited for Audreanna to arrive at Tina's house in Ensley, where they ambushed her with a taser and brutally beat her with a crowbar. They then threw her into the trunk of a car, drove to a secluded wooded area, set her on fire, and left her for dead. They believed she wouldn't survive, but Audreanna defied the odds. Despite suffering burns over 60% of her body, she managed to crawl to a nearby house and seek help. None of the suspects, including Tina, knew she had survived, until the detective revealed this shocking truth.
We're not sure if she's going to make it or not.
No, I don't.
Does she talk to us, or she talked to the people that came over to help her? She told them something. You know what she told them?
I could just imagine what's that.
She said that you and Heather did this to her. So that's why we're talking to you two.
But she said I called. She's been saying a lot of stuff lately.
Okay.
She said I called, because this is all stuff that we talked about today at my house.
Okay.
About my tire was stabbed.
Okay.
And I asked her if she did it. She said no. I mean, I couldn't prove she did it. So I didn't argue about it, fuss about it, or nothing.
But you thought she did it?
Just because of what people said. But
Did you hear about her window getting busted out?
Whose window?
Audreanna's window getting busted out a few days ago. You didn't hear about it?
No, sir, I didn't.
And you said tonight you were over at Heather and Darren's, right?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't go anywhere?
No.
Did anybody come over there while you were there?
He had somebody come over, but I didn't go out.
Who were they that came over?
He was dark skinned and he had braids.
Okay.
And then there's another guy, but I didn't know who that guy
Blocker
was.
sound familiar?
Yeah.
And did anybody else come over?
Yeah. White guy in a red truck.
You know who that was?
You know, he went out there and went outside and talked to him.
And what was Darren doing while y'all over there cooking? Anything?
Laid on the couch watching movies.
Is that pretty much what y'all were doing all the way until the cops came? Okay, so you, Darren, and Tina were sitting in the living room. Heather were sitting there in the living room watching movies. And when the cops knocked on the door, what'd y'all do?
We were sitting there.
Okay. Why didn't you answer the door?
It ain't my door.
Okay. So y'all sat there, and when the cops came, they didn't answer the door. And how long were y'all in there before you did answer the door?
We thought that, I guess the tape was going out, because Audreanna has a little boy that's kind of hyper. He said that little boy probably had got that taser and tased that little girl.
All right, but you were home all night. You didn't see any kind of disturbance going on over there before the cops came over there or anything?
No, we would have heard something.
At this moment, Tina is beginning to show signs of guilt. Slumped over with her head down and avoiding eye contact, she appears deeply ashamed and regretful, or at the very least, sorry that she got caught. Regardless of the reason, she definitely seems uncomfortable. However, as the detective notes, her discomfort is certainly not for the right reasons.
You didn't go get anything or go anywhere at all?
I don't think so.
Okay. You seem kind of lackadaisical about this. I'm telling you that this woman is probably going to die and has named you as the person that's harmed her. It kind of, doesn't sit easy with me that you're just so nonchalant about this.
I just talked to her today, and I told her I never called DCFS on the kids.
Okay. Well, she's probably going to die is the word we're getting, and we're concerned over that. And the last person she said that did this to her is you and Heather, okay? We're going to go out there. We know what happened out there. It's just going to be a matter of getting fingerprints and evidence back, okay?
Once again, Tina reveals her guilt, this time by touching her lips. This gesture is often a telltale sign of someone lying, as it suggests an attempt to conceal the truth by covering their mouth.
The reason we're here.
Basically, what she told the fireman was that you two came and grabbed her.
Well, say what now?
What she told the fireman was that you two came over and grabbed her, pulled her out of that house, beat her, and harmed her.
And nobody out there, the kids or nobody saw none of this.
Nobody saw it. We talked to everybody in that neighborhood.
Kids are always outside.
We've talked to everybody in the neighborhood.
And
You saw them all out
hear
there.
Nothing?
Nope. And she's saying that y'all did it. And we're sitting here talking to you, and then I'd certainly appreciate, and I know Tom appreciates that you're talking to us. But we got to get to the bottom of this, and we got to know what happened, the truth. And there are two choices here. Either you're going to tell us, or Heather's going to tell us. So, who's it going to be?
I didn't do anything to her.
Okay.
Promise to God.
And you were home all night.
I was at Heather's house.
You were at Heather's all night. Never left there. Because, see, the story between Heather and Darren is already shaky. And your story is a third version of what they've told us so far. It's a serious allegation. I mean, this is life-changing. and somebody's life may end over this. We're getting told that she's in pretty critical condition at this point and not likely to make it.
When Audreanna was discovered, she reportedly informed her rescuers that Tina had never anticipated her survival, much less her escape to safety. Despite her courageous struggle, Audreanna tragically succumbed to her injuries 16 days after being rescued.
She was just
Why
at my
is
house
Audreanna-
today. Why she didn't tell me? I've been blamed for a lot. Well, it's a cycle over there. It goes trailer 1, trailer 2, trailer 3,
Well, she didn't
trailer
do it to
4.
herself. Somebody did it to her.
Audreanna been riding that bike all day today.
Okay, but somebody did it to her.
I didn't.
Okay.
I swear I didn't.
But she's saying you did it.
I didn't. Audreanna been saying I didn't. I did
It may
a
be
lot
the
of
last
stuff.
thing she tells somebody.
In a chilling verdict, Tina, Heather, and Brittany were convicted of murder, with Tina identified as the mastermind. If Audreanna hadn't survived that fateful day, these three could have evaded justice altogether. Now Tina faces the stark reality of death row. Awaiting her execution, detectives frequently recognize the culprits early on, but proving guilt can be a complex journey, especially in cases like this one. For more stories like this, follow and subscribe to our channel.